expected. This is a little bumpy ride. There's a few things I'm gonna tell you. Let me warn you now. I am driving. I'm not gonna be looking at the camera. I can't answer any questions. This is just me sharing my thoughts. I'm heading to go walk quite a few properties. So this is just something I was thinking about. It's a 10-minute ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. So if you're ready to hear why they are mad, just put a little fire, a little commotion, a little star in the chat, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to share something with you that came on my spirit today, because I was going through a lot of my old B-roll we have some announcements coming up, and so you got to find like old videos and old information in order to get the B-roll ready for your videos, right? So my videographer had me going through some old B-roll, and I was looking at the B-roll from 2022. So for those that are new here, let me just reset the room. My name is QUIANA Watson. I'm a real estate broker, owner of Watson Realty Co., a real estate trainer and coach, owner of Agents Who's for Success. If you're interested in training, the link is in my bio. You can comment, mentor, and get a link. So let's just get to what I was thinking about today. So again, and I'm not going to be looking at any comments because I'm driving, you guys, but this just came on my spirit, and I don't really have much time. I have to go walk these properties and do my job. Okay. So it came on my spirit today because I was thinking about, I was going back through my camera roll to get ready to kind of get some videos created for our Agents Who's for Success weekend and some other videos I have coming up. So I was like, my videographer had me look at a specific time, and that time was 2022. So let me tell you guys what was going on in 2022 if you have not been on this. If you haven't been following me for a long time. 2022, I was on this reality show, Selling It in Atlanta. 2022, I traveled to Dubai and I traveled to London to speak on stages about real estate. I was on a podcast, Earn Your Leisure, which was Rants and Gems. I had just launched, I had just grown Watson Realty Co. and hired partnered with an additional 30 real estate agents. I was speaking on everybody's panel. I was on the panel on Invest Fest in front of over 15,000 people. I had traveled to LA and did our podcast in LA in front of Aaron Kerman. If you guys don't know who he is also a person that had sold that $100 million house of Fashion Nova. 2022, I was on the move. And I was still doing my job. I was still closing deals. I was still coaching and mentoring in my training community. And so I came across this video, and let me tell you something. One thing I don't do is I don't shade people online, because I'm telling you, God hits harder than me. God be hitting y'all so hard that it ain't nothing for me to do. So this is not a shade to a specific person, but the video came across when we were promoting the reality show, and I was on the radio station with these two women that were on the show with me. And when I was going through the foot, I wasn't even looking for that footage. And I don't know if this is the devil or if this was a message. So I don't know if this was the devil being busy or this was a message, because I wasn't even looking for that footage. But the footage came across, and we were on the radio show promoting the show, and these two ladies specifically, I don't know if it was a real problem with me or if they just wanted to have a problem with me for TV. I don't know, because I don't necessarily deal with them in my real life now. But on the show, they were talking about how, she doesn't even sell $1 million properties. You're not selling $1 million properties. The show is not all about you. And then they also went on to say, and it was another clip that was just she's dealing with some trauma. That's why she worked so hard. It was just I remember when I was in that seat, if y'all remember that show, and I was thinking to myself, and today, now this was 2022, it's 2025 now. And I laughed because I remember I was handling them what? They was mad because they wasn't invited to my events. And I'm just you guys are not my friends. We're clearly not friends, right? And when I watched that clip, I was looking at how poised I was, but how direct I was. And here it is, 3 years later. Not only am I only selling $1 million houses, mostly at this point. At this point, every house I touch is mostly $1 million plus. So, okay. Thank you for putting putting that in the air. Even though I treat everybody equally, everyone that comes here, if I choose to work with you and we align, no matter your budget, you get the top tier experience. But I remember that. And I'm like, that's why they be mad. People be mad because you didn't break. People be mad because they think that something traumatic is going to happen in your life and you're going to break. Even at the time, there was like, you know, you guys know I'm no longer married. I'm divorced. But at the time we were filming, me and my ex-husband didn't have no problems. At least I didn't know about them. You know, I thought we were great. So it was like a lot of innuendos and they were like, you know, trying to say little things. And now looking back at it, it's just like, you know, when people know something you don't know, they try to make it like it's gonna deter your story. And it's just like, they probably knew something I didn't know at the time, but didn't realize that God actually, anything I did and anybody that he didn't want to be in my life as I continue to scale up, they're gone, including my ex-husband. He didn't want me to be a part of that show. He knew that he had a bigger plan for my life. And he knew once I got away from being around the wrong people, he was ready to bless me abundantly. And look at me today. Today, I have a thriving real estate brokerage that I've owned for 5 years, office in Buckhead, top tier, top producing agents at my company. And I say God is a restorer because even when I decided that I was not able to keep the agents I kept in 2022, because if you guys, again, I had too much going on and it was a lot of demands. As I'm rebuilding my company, a lot of those agents want to come back, and they are coming back to our company. So that goes to show that when he just wanted me to clear everything out of his path in 2022. I needed 2022 and 2023. Those 2 years, God was like breaking everything down so I can rebuild on a solid foundation, on a solid structure. And so people are mad because what they thought was going to break you actually raised you up. What they thought was going to break you down actually elevated you, because I went through personal and professional development when I had to release the agents from Watson Realty Co. and really restructure. I had to go through the personal development when I went through my public divorce that people made a mockery of, that agents was online bickering, and, you know, agents went on live, like literally agents went live on Instagram about my divorce for hours, arguing about who knew what and how knew. Like, it was such a tumultuous time. So I didn't just divorce and have to deal with the 15 years of my life that was like no longer going to be a part of my life. I also had to deal with the judgment and the mockery of the people that was in this real estate industry. And that's why I kind of took a step back, because I'm like, these people, like, this is my real life. This ain't TV. This is my real life. But people want to see you break so bad. And now I'm in the happiest pace of my life. And I got to say that God is a restorer of everything. Like, and although I will not share my man on this page, people that have seen us in person, I am with the love of my life. I have someone that loves me, respects me, honors me, supports me. So not only am I thriving professionally, I'm thriving personally. I'm being loved in a way from someone that fully supports me, that cares about me, that spends time with me and my family, like that spends Sundays at my mom's house with me, that loves me. And then my business has grown tremendously. I'm like tremendously. And everybody has, and what I realize is that's what I mean. That's why they are mad. Because what they thought was going to break you down, what they thought was going to crumble you, actually restored you. So if you are in a season where you think things are falling apart, I want to say this to you, and I want to say this to you very clearly. Things are not falling apart for you. God is restoring you. God wants to break down your house, because whatever you built, it wasn't built on the foundation that He Himself wanted for you. So you let that happen. Please let it happen. And whatever you're going through, let it happen. Because when I filmed that reality show and I thought I was going to get this developer client, and And then he said I was going to be able to list his townhouses, right? And then next thing I know, he was like, I changed my mind. Look at me now. Look at all the developers that I represent now. Like, God is a restorer. Like, look at this. Like, and while they were thinking that was a mockery, I remember representing and working with another developer, and it was like, oh, we want to go in a different direction. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So now the houses were all like 200, 250,000. And the minute that I released myself of that relationship, I got with Delphine Bryant, with Nick and Brothers, and all the houses are over $1 million. I'm meeting her right now. Right now, because y'all thought that we wasn't working together no more, baby. No, we just been working on something big. I'm actually about to meet with her right now. I have 7 listings coming up in Swanee, all over $2 million, exclusively listed by me. So what you don't know is God is a restorer, and anytime anyone thinks that something is going to break you, it never will. You don't get broken. God himself will actually build you up in front of the very people that thought that they was going to break you down. And then those people will be mad forever. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all can be mad forever, because the favor that I have on my life has proven over and over and over again that God has his hands on me. And God himself wants me to flourish, and he wants me to live an abundant life. And there's nothing that you cackling hens can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So that's why they mad. They thought they was mad when they thought, oh, she not gonna do this and that when it comes to development, doing it. This is what kills me. You mad because my ex-husband cheated on me and we got a divorce, and you want it to be my fault. Y'all mad at me. Baby, I be like, that's why I say people can stay mad forever, because what's for you will never miss you. And that's why they mad today. And not only that, like, I ain't even gonna front y'all. The minute I got into Pilates, started taking better care of myself, because through that divorce, I learned that I was pouring everything into everybody and nothing into me. I take my vitamins, I drink my water, I work out, I take care of my health. I look better. So I came out all the way on top. Baby, not only am I doing better, I look better. Not only am I doing better, I look better. So it's just like, I really wanted to kind of just put that out there and let y'all know that God is a restorer. God will always give you double for your trouble. And no matter what you're going through in this world, no matter what that is, people are going to stay mad, because some people really only find joy in finding other people fall. There are people that have never constructed anything that has all the constructive criticism. There are agents that never even built a team, let alone a brokerage, that got something to say about how I'm building my brokerage that I've had for 5 years, that is income producing, that you and yet you work for a company. But what you got to recognize is, and when I saw that video, it reminded me that it's okay, because what did God say? God said he will prepare a table in the right in front of your enemies. Okay, y'all put that scripture there. God will prepare a table in front of your enemies so they can watch you. They can watch you eat, honey. So it's like, it is harvest season. It is harvest season for me, and I am extremely happy. I am extremely grateful. And that's all I had to share right now. I got to go walk this property. So that's why they're going to be mad forever. You're going to be mad forever waiting for me to fall. You're going to be mad forever waiting for me to not be blessed abundantly. You're going to be mad forever waiting for something to happen to me, because anything that happens, God ordained it, because he didn't want it for me. He actually has better waiting on the other end. And I am in the season of better. So if you're in a season of better, or put better in the chat. And if you're in a season of transition where God is restoring, know that restoration is on the other side. Know that it's on the other side, because I went through it. I did it. I went through it. It happened to me. And and now I am just happy personally, being loved properly with my person, with the love of my life, professionally thriving. My businesses are thriving no matter what they say going on in this market. And then spiritually, I feel full and complete. Spiritually, I'm fulfilled. So that's it. That's all. Bye, y'all.